Today I will introduce my bathroom. This is my bathroom. It's small, so it has a bathtub and a shower curtain. This is a sink. Above it is a mirror and a shelf. The shelf for facial cleanser, nasal wash and throat wash solution. Next to it is a small shelf for toothpaste and toothbrush. This is a small shelf for a soap. Over there is a toilet and washing machine. This is the toilet paper holder. The toilet paper has run out. This is a shelf for bath soap, laundry soap, and shampoo. This is a bath towel. This is a water heater. There is a water tap in here. This is clothes rack and some clothes hanger. Practice speaking in English. Plastic listening in English.
Pockets and tabs, so if you take the tabs from that guy and put them in the pockets of that one, you get this guy. But the interlock dart all by itself.
Homemade. This is a sink that I found at a hardware store. The objects may be playful or humorous. You experience
Water, right? See our little water here. This is a sink. That's where you put them, by the way. Did you know it? They're called sink.
This is a sink squared, the point spread function for the 1D case. And if you take the Fourier transform, you get the modulation transfer function.
The sink. Oh yeah.
How many pieces for one book?
Something like 400 pieces. 400 ounces.
This is a sink. The water tank is under the bus, and we can just continue refilling it. Back here.
To figure out where the missing sink is.
And here's a heat sink right here. This is a really important part.
This is what's called a carbon sink. Carbon sinks pull carbon
Into the sink, and the way I like to do this is just submerge. Finally, with 2 hours to go, I'd sweat in a hot bathtub. Finally, with 2 hours to go, I'd sweat in a hot bathtub.
To even scrubbing the bathtub, it makes it more fun, it makes it more aerobic.
We went through some characteristics between my bathtub grown pony
Bathtub in the rock, it kind of looks like a jacuzzi. Now, not many.
Managed to stumble all the way out to the window while moving a bathtub.
Wooden one across the bathtub. I'm not sure if you can see that from here.
Drain in the bathtub or in the sink, and it collects.
More people die in the bathtub than at the hands of terrorists.
You wake up in the morning and you look in the mirror, what do you see? And the white one.
Look in the mirror and say, that's what it is. That's my life. That's the direction I've taken myself. Now, how do I
and put the mirror in front of my face so that
journey mirror each other? In fact, they are one and the same. We mirror the environment that we create. So what is our
Still days when the lake is calm and polished like a mirror.
winding rivers, mirror-like lakes, and jagged granite peaks have long been a magnet for painters and photographers.
Seems to be the only place that we know of with upside-down mirror pools. The mirror effect is created by pools of scalding hot vent fluid which get trapped underneath the rock.
Parker grabs a crucifix and Dracula backs down.
but breaks the mirror.
Rabbit is this one in particular. Hydrating facial cleanser.
Nail slime, meant to be used as a facial cleanser. Looks like there's nothing.
Time for their wedding. This face mask was created by Claire Constantine, who was inspired by Helen's facial cleanser, which actually contains turmeric.
Also from pharmacy, Ultra Gentle Facial Cleanser. Those are the only two things that I use.
Makeup. My first step is the CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser. I use this every day. I mean, TikTok helped me discover it, but then also...
Well, now Dollar Shave Club is offering a chance to try their facial cleanser for those of you who have been curious, along with their popular shave starter set.
Using CeraVe's Hydrating Facial Cleanser.
I think that this is a great brand alignment for her. So
Scrub. It's basically like a facial cleanser, but for your scalp, which I love.
Goats, Fruit Facial Cleanser, Bergamot Body Wash, Vitamin B Body Moisture.
Titers again.
I'm a nasal wash with steroids, and they...
We still see, if you look at nasal wash titers, days post-infection,
3 or 10 to the 4 in nasal wash fluid before the actual development of clinical symptoms.
And he doubled the dosage of, I did it in the morning and the evening. He put me on prescription grade fish oil.
Joe says his doctor told him fish oil stimulates part of the brain. Now, things are improving.
Definitely said.
Up, and she brought the medical team over to our boat to say, you know, that she's really beginning to have trouble breathing. Another 12 over my throat and over my mouth so that I could not scream.
Just going and grab him by the throat right from the get-go and hurdle him through the...
I wanted to get into the weeds with all of you about how I go about my craft. Lucy has puncture wounds on her throat and grows very...
Syrup, a cure for strep throat, actually. Targeted
ear, nose, throat illnesses, and people with weaker immune systems in cities. This is particularly true in poorer areas of cities with substandard housing.
The bristle bot. If I slowly press down on the head of this toothbrush, it leans forwards on the bristles and...
the toothpaste and toothbrush are working to remove or wear the plaque from your teeth. Honest, never thought my career was going to circle back to the family business. But one day, we found ourselves speaking the same language when I was tasked with developing a test.
And that's my toothbrush on top. It's a recommendation. It was literally just 5, and 4 of them were the cousin of the people that the toothbrush that's being recommended. We wanted to write something.
Pockets and pull out a toothbrush, a button.
So I'll just take the spoon and scoop it onto my toothbrush.
Oh, you don't even need a toothbrush or a cup, because the world provides you with everything you need.
Squeeze the bottom of it like a tube of toothpaste to help shape the tamale. Fold up the... You also get 25% off any body wash or toothpaste. The link is in the video.
The toothpaste and toothbrush are working to remove or wear the plaque from your teeth.
You might want to go ahead and reapply some toothpaste or that commercial cleaner, or...
Includes things like shampoo, deodorant, and toothpaste. Unless those cosmetics also treat something like dandruff or cavities, provide sun protection, or have a color
The toothpaste cup.
Oh, what's your hidden talent?
Fist in mouth.
Who's somebody that you would love to have coffee with?
And so how does Kellogg's cereal alongside toothpaste, alongside, you know...
We were thinking, but now it's very difficult to get the toothpaste back in the tube. Go and it would look like a toothpaste tube, and there it is.
Yeah, I don't know how you put the toothpaste back in the tube, and marriage is not...
The key processing step only requires soap and water.
What socket is, how a button functions, what words are, and how soap bubbles form. But if love is in more restricted supply, the picture grows a whole lot more complicated. There are childhoods in which, for a variety of reasons, parents fail to be charmed as they might be. They leave the baby to scream, they shout at one another. There might be violence and hysteria, lethargic despair and terror. The young child knows instinctively it is in grave danger. If the situation is not somehow corrected, in extremis, it may be left on a...
No soap or soda should be used, otherwise that will taint them.
Turkish language soap operas, broadcast without dubbing or subtitles, are some.
Why? Soap was the thing at the start of the pandemic.
And growth. Ester hydrolysis of fats is also a key reaction in soap making, such as
If you want a more dubstep beat, you just say soap over and over and over again in the deepest.
Okay, now take a Q-tip, dip it in some dish soap. You get some really, really cool patterns if you keep the soap in there. Now, this is typically done with milk, but I wanted to try it with water. Okay, so I'm gonna pour some water on the plate, and I'm gonna drop some food coloring in here, and I have to move quickly because it's gonna diffuse fat.
With hot and cold running water, soap, hand sanitizer, and
Not why I've moved in. I mean, at some point I will get a washing machine. Yard, where many of them raise food, and there's a communal washing machine and dryer to which they all contribute money.
I was not going to put through my washing machine. I didn't want to risk her having a piece of glass show up.
You know, the mind whizzes away like a washing machine going round and round, lots of difficult, confusing emotions. And we don't
Through the washing machine, through this sort of wormhole. It's in your washing machine, and that iron precipitates your white shirts or your white.
Happy and my clothes go in the washing machine. I mean,
Middle, this sort of washing machine in the middle.
Your sink in your bathroom, your washing machine, your dryer, and
We got a washing machine, and it's really cute. And as the Romans did not have bath soap,
Every time I buy bath soap or etc.
We tried adding bath soap and stirring it into the water and found that it made a substantial difference. And finally, we went back to using distilled water and high voltage electricity, where we found that even though the water is non-conductive, if the voltage is high enough, it'll.
salts, bath salts, bath soaps. No, bath salts are bad. She likes bath soap. No,
But a soap bubble floating in a bubble bath of soap bubbles. And so, in some sense, the multiverse can be likened to a bubble bath.
My bath sponge, soap, and nail brush vigorously applied for a few seconds showed me that there was no.
Avoid using soap products at bath time. Make sure that you're using a soap substitute, as these won't strip the natural important oils from your child's skin.
water. So when soap is dumped into a big bath of water, the surfactant molecules group together to form spherical structures called micelles. The hydrophilic ends stick out toward the water.
Star Wars. Bath salts. Star Wars.
Clothes. This is specifically a laundry soap, which is very simple. It's really
prayer, and he gave me one idea. The first idea was to buy a bag of laundry soap, and
Be a laundry soap, it has an automated checkout. Smart Mart is another automated convenience store where customers can use an interactive screen to choose items without ever leaving their car. 4 ports offer a.
Did you know you can get powdered laundry soap? Yeah, maybe I'll have to go on a tirade about that someday.
His inventions include flour, meat substitutes, paste, insulation, laundry soap, shaving cream.
As well. Carver turned it into a laundry soap.
Leather dyes, paints, wood stains, insecticide, various types of paper, metal polish, diesel fuel, and gasoline.
These shows were usually sponsored by products that housewives needed, such as laundry detergent or dish soap. Thus, these programs became known as soap operas.
Laundry soap is a great example. It's purchased so frequently and by so many people that the number of people at any given moment that are in due state is large enough that advertising may make sense.
Obviously, we stopped doing this for a reason, because it just takes so long. Oh no. I dislike this stuff. This is so stressful. Oh my god. Okay.
prayer, and he gave me one idea. The first idea was to buy a bag of laundry soap, and I approached
Be a laundry soap, it has an automated checkout.